It's quite difficult to believe. The same Bitcoin, which was lingering at the $16,000 mark early this year, just pumped up to $42,000. The crypto market had just revealed one of its familiar sides. This pump is predicted to usher crypto investors into the new year, and it won't end there though. There will be more pushes. Around the moment when Bitcoin embraced a pump, the chief executive officer of global investment bank JP Chase shared his views about crypto and Bitcoin during the Senate Banking Committee's annual Wall Street oversight hearing. It was quite a displeasing view. In response to U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren's question about why cryptocurrencies are an attractive tool for criminals, Diamond answered, "I've always been deeply opposed to crypto, Bitcoin, etc. You pointed out the true use case for it is criminals, drug traffickers, anti-money laundering, and tax avoidance." He continued, "That is a use case because it is somewhat anonymous, not fully, and because you can move money instantaneously because it doesn't go through all these systems built up over many years. Know Your Consumer, KYC, sanctions, OFAC, or Office of Foreign Asset Control. They can bypass all of that," the JP Morgan boss emphasized, adding an intriguing statement. "If I were the government, I'd close it down." This was Senator Warren's claim. Today, terrorists have gone a new way to get around the Bank Secrecy Act, cryptocurrency. I'm not usually holding hands with the CEOs of multi-billion-dollar banks, but this is a matter of national security. Jamie Dimon has always been skeptical about crypto and Bitcoin, just like many top officials have been. He had previously said that crypto tokens were decentralized Ponzi schemes. Early this year, he called Bitcoin a hyped-up fraud and likening the cryptocurrency to a pet rock. He also believes that Bitcoin's pseudonymous creator, Satoshi Nakamoto, could remove the cryptocurrency's supply limit. Dimon's testimony of crypto did not go down well with certain proponents, and they expressed their disdain on social media platform X. Most of them posted that if he thinks that he can just shut down Bitcoin, then he doesn't understand it. Many pointed out that banks and fiat money are used more heavily by criminals than crypto. Even VanEck's director of digital asset strategy, Garber Gerbax, commented, "Since 2000, regulators have fined banks 7,400 plus times, totaling fines of 380 plus billion. Banks should stay silent." He added, JP Morgan's Chase parent company is the second most penalized financial institution with close to $40 billion in fines for 272 violations since 2000. Jamie Dimon is in no position to criticize Bitcoin with this sort of track record. They should start the hearing with these stats. Lawyer John Deaton joined in, calling Dimon a hypocrite. He asked, "Who's the criminal, Jamie Dimon? Let me ask you a question. In the last 5 years, when JP Morgan has been fined over $35 billion for illicit and fraudulent activities, did any of your staff use Bitcoin or crypto?" Even X's readers added context, pointing out to what people might wanted to know. Less than 1% of the trillions transacted annually in crypto are illicit. The UN estimates that annually between 2 to 5% of global GDP, $800 billion to $2 trillion, is used for illicit activities and money laundering through the traditional banking system and cash. Furthermore, recently, popular cryptocurrency analyst Michael Van de Poppe updated his outlook on Bitcoin ahead of the expected approval of BlackRock's spot Bitcoin exchange-traded fund. According to Van de Poppe, Bitcoin has almost entered its first year of bull run after spending 1 year in the bear market territory and 1 year in the accumulation phase. "We have witnessed a 1-year bear market. We have witnessed the 1-year accumulation. And now we're getting ourselves into the period of the first year of the bull cycle," Van de Poppe said in his note. According to Van de Poppe's chart, a Bitcoin cycle is spread across 4 years, which are a 1-year bear market, 1-year accumulation, and 2-year bull run. With the bear and accumulation phases now over, Van de Poppe believes that there are 2 years of Bitcoin bull run ahead of us. That's quite interesting. 2 whole years? "The coming 2 years are going to be great. My friends, buy the dip," Van de Poppe said. Another factor that is playing into the recent strength of the leading cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, is the Bitcoin halving event, anticipated to take place in 2024. This event will halve the rewards for mining new blocks of Bitcoin, reducing the rate at which new Bitcoins are mined. What we are expecting is that this development would create scarcity and lead to price appreciation. As a result, the confluence of spot Bitcoin ETFs, the Bitcoin halving event, and a perceived undervaluation are all pointing at a potential bull run ahead, even though some crypto critics like Peter Schiff are not yet convinced. Bitcoin is also receiving support from the hopes that the worst of the US crackdown on cryptocurrencies is over. This crackdown dealt a heavy blow to investors this year. According to Token Bait Capital, the feeling is the US authorities and regulators have had their say, and we could see more dialogue happening with regulators. Grayscale Investments, LLC added, both micro and macro factors are currently lining up for Bitcoin. A researcher, known as Kaiko, said whether the rally in Bitcoin lasts will surely become clearer once a decision is reached on the spot ETF. Perhaps when this happens, the words of Robert Kiyosaki will eventually come to fruition. He has been so upbeat about gold, silver, and Bitcoin investments this year, disclosing several bullish predictions. He once shared on X that his consistent purchase of gold, silver, and Bitcoin were driven by the belief that US leaders want more war and poverty. He went on to advise people to preserve wealth in the three asset classes. Kiyosaki has been recommending gold, silver, and Bitcoin for quite some time. A few months ago, he broke down Rich Dad's lesson number 1, stating that the three asset classes provide lifelong financial security and freedom. He also believes that they are the best investments for unstable times. The famous author suggests that allocating 75% of investment portfolios to gold, silver, and Bitcoin, with the remaining 25% invested in real estate and oil stocks. This mix may allow you to survive the greatest crash in world history, he said. He also recommends using dollar cost averaging, noting that he was not trying to pick stocks like Warren Buffett. Kiyosaki has made many bullish predictions about the price of Bitcoin, ranging from $135,000 in the near term to $1 million in the event of a global economic crisis. He also predicted that gold could reach $75,000 and silver could reach $60,000 in the same scenario. In February, he predicted that the price of Bitcoin would reach $500,000 by 2025, while gold could rise to $5,000 and silver could reach $500 within the same time frame. This means that he has been bullish all year. The renowned investor recently urged investors to buy Bitcoin immediately, anticipating a rush to buy Bitcoin as stock, bond, and real estate markets crash. He expressed his belief in the future of cryptocurrency, calling fiat money toast and describing it as fake money. Bitcoin is stepping into a landmark moment, and there is assurance that other cryptocurrencies will pick up the pace as well. The voices of Bitcoin evangelists have become louder as well too. Well, it is their moment. This is why it's surprising to know that the famous Bitcoin proponent MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor once expressed skepticism about Bitcoin, warning about the possible regulatory threats. Saylor's tweet on December 7, 2013 resurfaced. Lacking a credible sponsor, #Bitcoin is in imminent danger of being regulated out of existence. However, since then, not only has Bitcoin not been regulated out of existence, but it has thrived, becoming the fastest growing asset class of the 21st century. Now, the sentiment has changed. Michael Saylor has recently conducted a survey on X seeking to collect average Bitcoin users' opinions as to how high Bitcoin should rise before they begin selling their Bitcoin. Overall, 112,131 people voted in the poll. He asked his 3.1 million followers what price level Bitcoin needs to surge so that they can start selling a portion of their Bitcoin portfolio. The majority chose 250,000 to 500,000. However, the replies of the majority of voters took two different vectors. A total of 36.4% chose from $1 million to never, and 30.6% voted for 100,000. Bitcoin community influencer Preston Peisch commented under the poll that it would be great if it were possible to market weigh those responses based on the number of coins each vote holds. If that can happen, he would added, it would show the total dominance at 1 million plus, never selling. In the meantime, Saylor's company MicroStrategy continues to increase its Bitcoin bet. Expectations already lined up for Bitcoin, perhaps one more push and it would surpass its previous all-time high. But that's going to do it for today's video. Make sure you click on the subscribe and notification buttons and we'll see you in the next video.